un arī tur ir
Ļoti labs. Hello, hello. Hi everyone. Let me make music not so loud. Hello, hello everyone. Hey AG, yeah. I have few reactions. Hi Dream. Yeah, I didn't expect to see MacBooks Pro or iMacs or whatever in this presentation, and yeah, we didn't get that. That was clean iPhone presentation. In some years, yeah, we saw new Macs announced, but that's rarely and wasn't expected in this year. Hello, hello. Hi Dream. Hi Tech. Hi Javad. Hi Eric. Hi Eric. Yeah, live stream and code alongs. It's really hard to code while you are live stream and keep talking and so on. But yeah, I like that as well. Yeah. Okay, everyone is coming. Yeah, agree on the iPad mini. But we will get there. Hi John. Hi Dima. Dobry večer. Dobry večer, good evening, labvakar. Hello everyone. Yeah. IT on couch, IT na divane. Hey. Okay, let's go. Everyone is coming. So, what do I think about Apple event? Good question. I think that was nice event, and that was about what I expected to see. Basically, where is my Discord? Okay, that is another app. Open it on another Mac. But basically, what I said in Discord that I am expecting iPhone, Apple Watch, maybe Apple TV, and I didn't guess that we will have iPad upgrade. Kind of small but nice. And yeah, from Apple TV, I wrote that Apple TV maybe. And from Apple TV we got only Apple TV Plus, which is kind of nice. Apple TV Plus, not bad service in my opinion. It's great that Apple doing that. That's nice to have it, but in our household we are not using it. For kids usually that is mostly YouTube and what's happening with my brain? Which was most popular streaming service? Netflix. Yeah, here it is, clicking back. I need a sip of coffee probably already. That is coffee without caffeine, but anyways. Yeah, and for Russian auditory, you know, there is that KinoPub service, which is Netflix, Apple TV, everything in one package, but from pirates. But yeah, we are not watching. I had Apple TV Plus on that test period, but not watching it daily. And I am not watching too much. Let's make this process a little bit interactive. Can I add, let me check if I can open stream. Yesterday it was a bit difficult. We'll see if that will work now for me. Okay, I see that stream is online. I think that we can skip that Apple TV Plus. There is nothing to talk about. Let's create iPad news. Let's create pool. I can't type anymore. iPad news. And let's say hot or not. Can I add icons here? Yeah, I can. Hello, let me add icon. Yes. So I posted poll about iPad. And yeah, let me share my opinion. So iPad was one of kind of middle-sized announcements. We have a new big iPad. iPadOS, you know, I'm using iPadOS on iPad since summer, and frankly, there is not so much new things. So that I'm looking forward to get these build-ups in Swift Playgrounds. I was hoping that we will get it sooner in beta versions, but it is still not available. And hopefully we will get on Monday. Probably we will get Golden Master version already. And finally we will be able to create applications on iPad. Of course, I'm not planning to switch from Mac to iPad just to create applications, but that will be nice to create application on iPad. And yeah, price for new iPads are just perfect. And iPad mini, actually, I really like that iPad mini. That is iPad, but iPad mini announcement is great because format is really nice, that size for it, if you like to use it like a book and so on. But I had mini and I found that if I have iPhone Max, that screen is big enough, but more comfortable to fit in pockets, so I am big iPad user. So I will say I didn't expect iPad in this presentation at all, so it's kind of nice that they updated that iPad mini and we got this Apple Pen support and so on, but I don't know. Yeah, great upgrade, but I will not say that I'm somehow happy about it. It's not bad, but not big news. So, what you are thinking? Oh, we have 50-50 vote. Interesting. Okay, what we have in comments? Really disappointment that event. I don't know. Hi George. Yeah, question from Sahib. Can I speak Russian? Yes, I can speak Russian. My native language is Latvian, and I can speak Russian and English as well. Hi Radoslav. Yeah, correct comment from John. I am living next to the Russia. Yeah, let me start this comment to do not forget. We'll talk about in a minute. Okay, not in a minute, but later. Yeah, by the way, if you are trying to find previous streams, I am not adding those as the videos, but okay, later. Basically, if you will go to the channel, there are, on my page, there are playlists, and there is playlist with streams, and there are all the streams. Okay, what we have in pool, let me take a look. Let's end pool. Can I see results? It was 50-50, but I do not see if I posted results in the chat. Yeah, here it is. Oh no, it's not 50-50. 19 votes, and iPad is not catastrophe. Okay, you got me. It's not so bad. It's fine. Yeah, I agree. That's not bad upgrade and nice to have it. Price is fire, and yeah, 5G is kind of gimmick. Currently, we are slowly rolling out, not we, but operators in Latvia slowly rolling out 5G connection, and I don't know, 4G is fast enough. But yeah, nice pocket size device for photo editing and so on. Not bad, but I'm not buying. Okay, yeah, next in my list, Apple Watch. Let's make one more poll. I'm curious, what do you think about Apple Watch? Let's say Apple Watch is great upgrade or meh. So, let me check really quick what is. I will star some comments to do not forget to answer. Does it don't support Apple Watch LTE? Yeah, question. Do I care that Apple Watch LTE is not supported in Latvia? Frankly, no. I'm not sure is it supported or not. I don't know. Okay, yeah, Apple Watch, let's move forward. Yeah, price-wise, good news that Apple Watch become previous Series 3 and become cheaper, I guess. Probably, yeah. And Watch 7 starts from $400 in US. Not bad, if you would ask me. But I'm happy about news about Apple Watch Series 7 because I do not see reasons to upgrade from Series 6, so I'm saving a bit of money. But generally, finally we got new design because design is not changed from first generation, and also they promised a little bit better durability. Let me check if I have. Okay, I don't have it around, but my old Apple Watch just broke, not glass broken, but somehow detached, that glass detached from the main body of the watch. So better durability is nice to have a feature. But yeah, solid update, new screens and so on. Not bad, but good news for me, I'm not upgrading. And yeah, next to Apple Watch, I will add that Fitness Plus. Fitness Plus, I would love to use it. Currently, I'm paying for 2 different services, Runkeeper for running application and what was another? Fitbod application for exercises. Basically, I'm paying for those 2 more than for Fitness Plus or all the package, but Fitness Plus is available in very small list of countries, and Apple added few more, so that's nothing. Unfortunately, I can't use it. Yeah, and that one service that is nice if you are living in country where all the services are supported. I am Apple Music user and iCloud user, but I'm using 2 terabytes for iCloud, and that Apple One package, when I last time checked it, has less amount of data than I need. Okay, what we have in pool, what do you think about? You like Apple Watch? Okay, good to know, because I'm not saying it's bad upgrade, but nothing new comparing, not so much new comparing with Series 6 Apple Watch. But I already had discussion with friends with local friends here about Apple event, and It's harder. I was iPhone 2 owner, and I remember how it was upgraded to iPhone 3, 3G, iPhone 4. I still have iPhone 4 around. I really like the design, and then those jumps between devices was enormous. But currently, really, we don't need to upgrade every year. So, but you generally like Apple Watch. Nice. So, and we are on iPhone, part of the presentation. I just wanted to cover the beginning as well, just to share my thoughts and get to know what you think about it. And iPhone, basically, there are, I will say, two devices, iPhone and iPhone Pro. So, iPhone 30, let's make one more poll. Is it cool or upgrade or not? So we are comparing iPhone 12 and iPhone 13. Oh, AG is saying that the release candidate is out today already for iPadOS. Nice. And it is available globally. There is no limitations for countries. And I'm looking forward to install it to see. Do we have upgrades for Play Store, not Play Store, Swift Playgrounds Play Store. Seems that one more coffee sip is needed. Okay. iPhone. My my kind of impressions. The screen is just amazing. iPhone screens already are great, but this upgrade will be even better. And I'm using iPhone 12 Pro Max. So, but looking on upgrades, what they have, this faster processor, A15 with twice faster CPU, more system cache, faster GPU, and so on. Basically, upgraded cameras are looks much better. So it is almost better than my iPhone 12 Pro Max. So, but I'm not getting iPhone 13. But I like that Mini. That is useful phone already, because Mini is kind of nice format because it is small and small phones are more handy. But biggest con for Mini users is battery life. But currently they are saying that battery life is much improved, and it is longer than iPhone 12 battery for 2.5 hours. So if that is true, then Mini probably is usable again. And if you like to smaller phone, probably Mini is good option. I don't think that I will go for Mini because I am big phone user all the time, and I like to have this big screen. Yeah. Yeah, question about MacBooks. I believe that MacBooks will be later in this year. And that will be, I will say, October, November. I'm using M1 MacBook Pro, and it was available for sale in late November, something like that. Yeah, I got it in December, probably. So yes, Mini price is great, everything is nice. I like that device, but I'm not going to buy it. But it's really nice. Okay, let's check what do we have in pool. What do you think about it? And then cover that Pro, and then let's just discuss a little bit all of that stuff. Okay, I ended pool, and we will see results in a minute. And yeah, what I wrote down during the presentation, better video and image processing, that is important because that new processor giving a bit more power for that. Oh, iPhone 13 almost 50-50. Let's see, what do you think about iPad Pro? Let's create one more pool. And again, the same options. Great or so-so. iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max, let's say there is no difference between those models. So yeah, lenses, there are three, basically all the three lenses are new, and I personally see that I'm using phone, of course, for software development, for my personal use like everyone else, I don't know, Instagram, Twitter, whatever else, and navigation and so on, but I'm using it for videos as well. For example, when I am filming videos, when video is recorded like here in office, I'm using the same camera which I'm using right now, that is Canon EOS R with 15 to 35 millimeters lens, but when I am out and about, I'm quite often using iPhone, and the same for photos. So, and cameras are not perfect in iPhone, and yeah, there is that ultra-wide lens is not bright enough, let's say so, and they are upgrading that lens. I am really happy to see that even for photos I would think about that. Yeah, wide lens is become faster, battery life is improved. I don't have problems with battery life, but when I traveled I had battery pack with me, so yeah, of course that's always better, but we are getting 2.5 hours longer battery life than in this iPhone 12 Pro Max. That's amazing. Really like that. And I think that is because of the screen, because they have, yeah, from lenses also that macro photo. What I wrote down, let me check. Faster lenses, yes. Macro photo, that's great. I was thinking about getting macro lens. Macro lens is just to create photo really close to the phone. For example, if I will add, you see, phone camera just can't focus. I have to move about here, and then it is able to focus. And macro lenses are doing the trick that you can go really close to the object and make nice macro photos. So I was thinking about macro lens for camera, but if I will get that in iPhone, probably I will not need it. And that ProMotion screen, that means 120 Hertz resolution for screen. Basically, I think just in case someone don't know, that is how fast you redraw the screen. And for that 120 Hertz, I have it on iPad. I will not say that it is kind of necessary to have such fast screen, but positive side is that that screen can adapt that frequency. For example, if you are watching 24 Hertz videos, or like usually in cinema, or 25 or 30, whatever, screen just will go down to that resolution, to that frequency, and will spend less energy. And when you are just on still screen without any movement and screen just showing icons, then no need to refresh that screen at all. So that is probably why we have such big improvement in energy. Yeah, and price-wise, pre-order on Friday for lucky guys who are in US. For us in Latvia and other countries, I don't know when that will be available. Someday soon. Pre-orders and deliveries and prices are. Let me move myself around. Prices basically prices are the same like they was before, and that is great. Because currently there is problems with all the parts and so on. There is shortage for computer parts, and I expected that maybe hardware will become more pricey, but they are on the same price. So that is what I am thinking. Let me check what you. Let me stop pool first. Yeah, you kind of agree with me that iPhone is great upgrade. 21 is saying that nope, and most of you are saying that yes. Okay, what do we have in? Yeah. Hello. Disappointed, no new MacBooks. That wasn't expected to have MacBooks, let's say so. Okay. Still waiting for at least 2 days. Yeah, even I don't think we will see at least 2-day battery because Apple Watch for me is going for about 1.5 days, but depends on what I'm doing. And I was thinking, frankly, about getting Garmin when my previous Apple Watch died. But I decided that nope, I'm not doing that because I just like to use applications on the phone and so on. And time to time, I'm developing something for iPhone as well. I didn't release anything in the App Store for Apple Watch, but I did some development. 120 kilohertz is killer feature, yes. Just because we can slow screen down. Oh, rain-proof iPad. Yeah, agree. And Mac, yes. I would say that 120 megahertz screen is the main upgrade, yes, but camera upgrade, that is huge, because if you will take a look on camera that I'm using right now, that is full frame camera with quite pricey lens. And we have some deep depth in the picture. For example, like Apple said, you can do that focus breaking, whatever. For example, let me try to focus. Let me go out of frame. So you see, focus is on the background, and when I am back into the frame, hopefully camera will find me and will do focus on me. So, and we can't do that in video on current phones. That is so named portrait mode for camera, and that will be available in the video. And for me, that is killer feature. Let me try to add phone camera as a camera to the stream. Can I do that? Oh, yes, seems that I can. So, in this way, okay. So that's iPhone camera. As you see, everything is in the focus. Computer, eye, everything. And that is the big difference. And if you will use big camera like this one, that will cost a ton, but you will have a totally different picture. This one. I do not expect that we will have the same picture from phone like we have from the big camera, but that is one more step closer. And I most likely are going to upgrade camera just because of that. Oh, hi, diving developer. Nice to see you here on stream. Yeah. Battery is good reason to upgrade, yeah. I agree with Reynolds about early November will be late October. I ordered it. Yeah, I guess that M1 I bought about the same. I just ordered not non-standard configuration, therefore I had to wait a little bit. Yeah, agree with Yaroslav that iPhone 13 Pro is great. Yeah, about Monterey, I guess that Monterey will be released in a month or so. Before, of course, before we will get new Macs. Hey Martin, I kind of finished that design and started to implement, but it was late and I didn't finish that screen. We'll do maybe tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see, definitely not today. Yeah, I was happy to see USB-C in iPad mini. And I am kind of disappointed that we still don't have that USB-C in iPhones. Because, you know, this lightning cable, it is fine and while you're only charging that phone, but if you like to, for example, if you will start to use it like Pro device and record those heavy video files and have that 1 terabyte storage, how much time it will take using this USB lightning cable to transfer all those videos to the computer? I don't know, that will be crazy. Okay. So, question about upgrade from iPhone 12 to iPhone 13. Depends. For me, yes, because camera. If you are not heavy camera user and you do not care about video on iPhone, probably no, because that screen, I don't know, screen and battery, for me, that doesn't look like good enough reason for upgrade. iPhone 13 or 13 Pro, there is no difference for iOS developers. We are already past that time period when you are able to keep every device, hardware device, and few main iOS versions to test on hardware. So you anyways you will use simulators and so on to test. So pick whatever you like. There is no reason from development perspective. Yeah, iPhone 13 mini looks really interesting. I kind of I will not buy that iPhone Pro mini, so without Pro, sorry, mini. Most likely I will get the biggest one, but for me really choice is between mini and biggest one, because you know, biggest one, better screen, better battery, and all the possible cameras and recording possibilities and so on. Mini, just really small and handy phone. Yeah, question what to choose, 11, 12 or 13. iPhone 11 is still okay, but question, are you buying used or new? Because used, that will be already 2 years old and battery will be not perfect anymore. I will say there is not so big difference between 11 and 12. So if you like to go cheap, I will buy 11. 13, of course, is latest and greatest. Yeah. Yeah, we already covered that Mac. Yeah, that's great. Good point. That new Apple Watch charging really fast. I have charger right here somewhere. Lost it already. Yeah, here it is. And I have to charge my watch, yeah. And basically, but sometimes that happens, that I am going out for a run and I recognize that I didn't charge my watch, and that's not great. And yeah, fast charge will save that. They added below the oxygen sensor to watch, but it is already in watch in current Apple Watch in 6. That is not new. Bloody oxygen works. I tried that few times, and that's it. But it monitors that bloody oxygen somewhere in the background. Yeah, I am kind of unhappy that this how it is named heartbeat monitor that doesn't work in Latvia for some medical reasons. Because basically they have some kind of limitations, I don't know, lower restrictions or whatever. Okay. But I heard that 45 minutes as well. Newbie developer. Camera is not interesting for me. It's a good bonus to 100. Okay. Yeah, you welcome. Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that I'm motivating you guys. No more. I didn't pay attention on colors, but probably I have midnight blue. Yeah, I decided to go with midnight blue with iPhone and Apple Watch. So yep. With the camo up, you don't need HDMI capture card. Yes, but for example, I'm using Ecam Live streaming application. That depends on streaming application as well. And this application can use iPhone without any additional apps on the iPhone as a camera, as I just did that. Clock on desktop. That is, let me open it. Flow. Yeah, it's Flow. That is Flow application. Basically, I'm running Pomodoro timers. Otherwise, I am talking too much and I can talk all the time while I am online. Then I'm running timer for 25 minutes. Then I'm working. After that, we have break to chat a little bit, like now. And then I'm working for 25 minutes more. Oh, I don't know. Frankly, I don't know how nicely M1 works for virtual machines and yeah, 86 architecture. Unfortunately, I can't say. I don't know. If anyone knows, please say to the diving developer, will that works on M1? I doubt, but there is site is Apple Silicon ready, and you can check what software is working and what not. That may give you an answer. Yeah. Yeah, in one video we discussed that streaming, that particular streaming application that I'm using, and programming in parallel doesn't work well together. But I am currently using eCam Live application that is less resource demanding, and yesterday it was working fine for programming. We'll see. That eCam Live application, it costs about $400 per year. Currently I bought 1 month and not pro version. I bought regular version, but if I like to have all the features, I have to buy pro version. So I'm still on the fence. It's nice application. I can show slides or pictures like I just did. I can put out comments on the screen, but Jesus, 400. Dmitry Kulakov, one more guy from Russia. Добрый вечер, ребята. Hi guys. New iPad mini, yeah. Oh, thanks for comment, for compliment. Yeah, I like that iPad mini, but I do not find use for me. That iPad mini is really nice if you like to have some small iPad in car, for example, as navigation and media center and so on. But I don't need that anymore. I have Apple CarPlay in car, so I personally do not use that for that, but I see that as a great use case. For book reading and all that stuff, also great, but for technical books I prefer those read PDFs on big iPad, and for casual reading I am thinking to buy better Kindle, because less distractions. Otherwise I read on iPad, I see some notification in Twitter or Instagram and I am switching from book to social media and so on. Nice iPad, like it. I had mini before, but I found that, for example, for productivity work, I'm using, for example, OmniFocus on iPad and so on. That screen was too small. For media consumption, videos, whatever, nice. For photo editing, maybe, could be. Back then when I had that iPad mini, I didn't edit photos on iPad, but I really like to edit photos on this 12-inch iPad. So I am big phone user and big iPad user. So, and that Mac Mini, it is not much smaller than big iPhone, much bigger. I wanted to say than big iPhone. So not a product for me, but generally like it. Worth to upgrade from 8, or should I wait for 14? First of all, congratulations that you are still on iPhone 8. That's actually a good approach to keep using gear if it is still working. I know that I like to get that iPhone 13 and I will get it for wife, that's for sure, but will I upgrade? Probably. Because I was thinking about smaller camera to do not carry around this bad boy, but yeah, okay, answering your question, if you are on iPhone 8 and still ready to wait, I don't know, always, the next iPhone always will be better, but I don't think that we will see again some big difference. I don't know, foldable iPhone, for example. I don't think so. I think we still will have the same hardware. Technically, no foldable screens, no, I don't know, rollout screens or something like that. So iPhone 13 is great upgrade, why not? And what will be better, Mini or Pro? Again, from iPhone 8, both will be huge jumps in power, but as I said, if you like small Mini, bonus is it is small. A big iPhone, if you're talking about Pro, a bit better screen, a bit better battery, much better cameras. Do you care about cameras? That's most important question. Yeah, most likely they will not sell 12 Pro anymore. Still no always on display on iPhone. What do I think? I think that we are close to have it, because this 120 megahertz screen allows to slow down refreshing for that screen and basically keep it on this low energy consumption screen refreshing speed, and then we can get this always on iPhone screen. I don't know if I need it really. I have Android. Frankly, I don't know if this Android supports it, but I don't know. For Apple Watch, I bought this Apple Watch Series 6 model, and always on screen was selling feature for it. For phone, I do not see that I need that, but yeah, could be nice to have. Options always is better. Yeah, iPhone 13 Pro Max, that's what I want, but I don't know if will I get it. Oh, John Martin, hi. Yeah, of course I recognize it. John Martin is iOS developer, and he's creating great content on Instagram. I'm following him for, I don't know, 3 years, something like that, since my first day on Instagram. So if you are Instagram and you're looking forward for programming content, this is guy you have to follow. John Martin. I am not pre-ordering anything, because in Latvia pre-ordering will be available, I don't know, in few weeks maybe. But I'm getting iPhone 13 Max Pro for wife, and then I will check how magical is this cinema mode on camera, and if that will work like they showing that in advertisement. Most likely I will upgrade my phone as well. Oh, good to know. So Parallels already works, most of the things works on M1. Because I installed Parallels, I don't know, some beta version few months ago, or even half of the year ago, I don't know, for a while ago, and I didn't manage to launch services which I wanted. But anyways, I would not buy M1 today anymore. Okay, you are learning C++ and .NET. Nice. Yes, that's good suggestion. Alexander Zinkin, actually I found him on YouTube as well from one of M1 videos, and he's developing something but not iOS apps. So most likely he have more experience about that. If I'm going to get iPhone Pro 13, then probably that will be 1 terabyte. How much memory do I have here? Let me check. It's interesting, alright? Settings, where it is? General, about. Oh, I have 256 gigabytes capacity and 140 gigabytes are still available, so it's a bit more than half used. Probably I don't need 1 terabyte. Yeah, but that's tricky. If I will start to I'm using iPhone for video recording very rarely, because mostly that is camera, but if I will use it more often, then memory will be tricky question. 512 for sure, but 1 terabyte, we'll see how expensive they will be. I didn't check, do not remember price. Yes, good point from Memoons. I actually created focus mode for reading, but with my schedule switching, I planned time for everything expected but not for reading, because previously I was reading when I spent about half an hour or at least 15 minutes for reading on evenings before falling to sleep. But currently I am on evenings, I'm working on my own projects or streaming or doing things like that, and I don't know, I have to plan time for reading. And yes, single devices like Kindle for reading is great. I was on vacation on last autumn, yeah, and I just decided to buy paper book. And usually I have difficulties to read one book in a month, but I was in cabin and I read that book in about 3 or 4 days. Single purpose device, no distractions and so on. Yeah, one more comment about I'm slowly catching comments, but yeah, I'm catching those. Yeah, one more comment about Kindle for reading. Yeah, totally. For technical books, iPad is better, because if you have some code examples and so on on iPad, especially PDFs, just better for reading. You can try to transfer that to the Kindle, but that doesn't work really well. Whoa, Ivan still using iPhone 7. Just killing. I was surprised about iPhone 8, but yeah. I have working iPhone 4. Guys, if you are competing here. But the problem is iPhone 4 supports iOS 7 only, and that's it. And I have almost no applications which can be used on it. Yeah, you can use browser and so on, but I was even thinking about using it as my running phone, because there are clear benefits, right? Size-wise compare. That is close to nothing, size and weight. Actually, I should find charger, but yeah, but it works. But software is the problem. Guys, iPhone 6s. Okay. Yeah, actually I agree that iPhone 13 Pro, there is not so much difference. Camera, for me, selling point is camera. iPhone 6s is not so bad as well, yeah. So you're asking about clock on desktop. Where I have clock on... that one. This one. This one? Little computer sitting in front of your tower behind you. Yeah, this one. This is... Can we get focus here? Yep. That is Bluetooth speaker. Also that is... Actually I can detach it. That is Bluetooth speaker, and also that is clock. And that is computer with mini mechanical keyboard. I keep it just... I'm not using it anymore because I got... where was this one? This one was changing animations. It's quite decent speaker, and yeah, I got it as a gift and still keeping it around. But I got better shelf speakers for computer, and I'm not using it anymore as speaker. iPhone first generation, so we have competition here. Reminding, I have iPhone 4. Do we have iPhone 3G? Yeah, and battery definitely should be changed. That is not possible to. But I bought it as refurbished iPhone, and probably battery is replaced, but I didn't change it. I bought it about 3 years, 3.5 years ago, as refurbished because I had project which 3 years ago still supported iOS 7. That was horrible project to work on. Yeah. Hello, Indonesia in the chat. Say is running great on 15 beta. Good to know, because OS is operation system is which one that kills device, because technically it still works. Technically it still works for me. You can build yourself apps. Yes, I can, and I'm doing that. Yeah, that iQnix keyboard. I have it actually here in the background. Nope, I'm not using it anymore, but my daughter will get it to use it with iPad. I'm currently running 2 keyboards, also iQnix. This one is iQnix L80. Good night, John. Yeah. And this one is A80, and both are 80% keyboards. I have it connected to the Hackintosh because I can move my mouse between. Let me show my current configuration. This one monitor is connected to the M1 MacBook, which is on front of me, and this one monitor is connected to the Hackintosh. So to do not switch keyboards, because I'm forgetting to do that and I'm typing on wrong keyboard when I like to type something on Hackintosh. I have this keyboard here, but mouse, it just works. I'm currently on this screen. As you see, I'm moving something here, and I can just move mouse over to that screen and move something over on that Hackintosh, because Logitech have this Logitech Flow or whatever the name, that you can just move mouse around different computers, and that works magically. Okay, we are close to our. Let's take a look if we have any more questions and some comments on. We already going to the other topics than this Apple presentation, but that's fine. Yeah, but we'll see if we have something else to discuss, and then we'll wrap up because it's becoming late. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan is winner. His mom is using 3GS as a backup device still. Cool. Yeah, but those devices actually, if I will need just phone and email, it works, and also browser, it still works today, and that's kind of cool. Yeah, question about Pomodoro timers. I'm using classic Pomodoro timers, 25 minutes of work and 5-minute breaks. I'm not using Pomodoro timers all the time. I'm using those just sometimes when I kind of decided that I will work on task but find myself procrastinating. Then I start Pomodoro timer just to push myself to start working. That is one case when I'm using those, and after that, when I am in the flow, I do not care about those Pomodoro timers. I do not run those anymore. That's a bit too distracting for me. Let's switch back to Matrix. And And on those streams when I streaming my work, I also started to run Pomodoro timers just to kind of segment that stream, because that is not just chatting like we have currently, that is kind of co-working stream. And benefits from co-working stream, I found that I am more productive when I am working and sharing myself on camera or even my screen on camera. I'm more likely will stay on task and less likely will just go to browse YouTube. Yes, M1 works perfectly fine with 49-inch ultrawide, full resolution, no overheating, no problems, nothing. Yeah, John is already away. Yeah, there is chat delay about, I don't know, 5 seconds or what. That is so. Yeah, right, I can build apps for iPhone 4, but 16 gigabytes is enough for app development, and also I even streaming. Okay, let's take one step back. For mobile development. Mobile development is kind of wide question. For iOS development, I can say it is perfectly fine. There is no problems to run relatively big projects. Everything works smoothly and so on. How it works with Android Studio, I can't say if you are an Android developer or React Native or Flutter or whatever you are using, but generally 16 gigabytes is fine. Yeah, there are quite a few good apps for Pomodoro timers and focus and so on. I still have one app idea in my backlog as well for few priority tasks and Pomodoro timers and so on, but I already have way too much app ideas in the backlog, and most likely I will never create it. And yeah, I guess that there are plenty of Pomodoro applications which are working just fine for free. But I'm thinking that it is kind of okay to spend money on applications which you are using. But in the same time, yeah, I'm complaining about 400 price tag on video streaming application. We'll see. We'll see what I will decide about that. Okay. About Mac rumors and so on, I expect that we will get new Macs later in this year, till the end of the year. Like the same like it was for M1 MacBooks, and I remember that back then plenty of people decided, oh, I will wait a little bit to see if 16-inch is coming out, and we are waiting for a year already. It was expected maybe on WWDC conference in summer and so on, maybe on spring. So we are waiting for full year, and it looks so that we will get it in November. And yeah, I don't know about this 16-inch. November is coming, right, Ivan? And I'm not sure if I will get that 16-inch MacBook Pro, because usually the base model of 16-inch or the base model of 15-inch before is the best price and value for computer, because resell value is really great if you're thinking about reselling. Basically, when I bought 16-inch MacBook Pro, I bought it as soon as it was released, because I had still 2015 MacBook Pro, because all the models after that had horrible keyboard. So I was waiting until Apple will fix that keyboard. I bought 16-inch base model, cheapest one. because I already expected that Apple Silicon will come out. There was rumors, of course. You can check my previous videos before M1 was released or announced. I already said that I'm buying base model, because as soon as Apple will release their own processors, I will buy one. So, and my point is that for basic development, like iOS development, it is not so resource demanding. That base model is really good because you have, for relatively cheap price, that is cheapest model for 16-inch or 15-inch back then, you are getting already 16 gigabytes of memory, you're getting a bit more SSD storage, and you're getting better screen. So 3 things. For 13-inch MacBook Pro, usually in base models you have just 8 gigabytes of RAM, smaller SSD, and screen. And obviously screen is smaller. So yeah. And if M2 or M1X 16-inch will come out, that will be probably the best deal again, and I don't know, will I buy it or not. I like the package and power of that 16-inch. Speakers were better, microphone were better than in 13-inch MacBook Pro and so on. But size is a little bit too big. This 13-inch MacBook Pro feels really great. Therefore, I hope that we will see 14-inch MacBook. We'll see. I don't know, will I upgrade, but soon we will see what kind of options do we have. Yeah, that's new iPad, and price tag is great. I totally agree that iPad 9, I guess that is that new iPad. Price is perfect, and for most of the users, you don't need that iPad Pro. I will not buy MacBook today. We have just around the corner upgrade for MacBooks. Maybe even MacBook Air will be upgraded and we will get a bit more powerful machine. If that machine still somehow works, I will not buy today new MacBook. But that M1 MacBook Air is great choice. I have M1 MacBook Pro, and difference is not so big. Better get Air with 16 gigabytes of RAM, and that will cost about the same like base model MacBook Pro. That's software application 400 for a year. There are more pricey applications as well. You know, we are in a free market. If they are selling for that price is good. Maybe I am not the right customer for this product. That could be the problem, for me. And for example, I bought Final Cut Pro. It was about 350 euros. It's also pricey, but I'm using it to create those videos and so on, and that is one-time purchase. I do not feel about subscription for 1 year for that money. If that will be one-time purchase, those $400 or euros, whatever, I would buy it. But no, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's a good point, that good MacBooks still keeping price well, and in second-hand market. I bought my 16-inch MacBook Pro for $217 and sold for 2,700 euros. And sold it for 1,700. So basically, it was 1,000 euros and I used it. How long I used it? A bit more than about 1.5 years. So I used that MacBook for 1.5 years for 1,000 euros. So that's less than 100 euros per month per that machine. So sure, I covered those expenses from my development work. MacBooks actually, that price tag looks a bit horrible when you are buying it. For example, I don't know, those 3,000s for machine and so on. But if you are getting about the same or whatever you are getting in the month, even if that is just 1,000, but you are using that 3,000 machines to get that money, and you can sell it later for 2/3 of the price, it's not so bad. What about SSD? Do you ask about SSD in? I guess you are talking about MacBook. I have half gigabyte of RAM in SSD, but let me share my screen. How my okay, sharing screen. Where is my Finder? So here it is. I have SSD. That is external SSD. That is 1 terabyte. I have one more external SSD that is 2 terabytes. I have my iMac Mini connected. That is about 6 terabytes right here and titled. And yeah, and on my Mac, that's my iMac. Where is my Mac? And basically on my Mac I have half terabyte of SSD. So that's kind of enough. I do not need more. For software development it is enough. I do not need more local memory for video editing and so on. 1 terabyte will not save me anyways. Yeah, totally, yeah, good point, yeah. Yeah, Klaus can't understand why I need Hackintosh and M1. With M1 I don't need Hackintosh, but I had 16-inch MacBook Pro, and that 16-inch MacBook Pro has hard time to handle my monitors, and it was overheated and it was in repair twice. Each time it was 3 weeks in repair, and I had to do something to continue work, and that didn't feel good idea for me to buy just one more MacBook Pro. I built Hackintosh. I have the same story in about 3 videos on my YouTube channel. You can check out if you like to see configuration, how I build it, why I build it, and is there any more reasons to build it. I believe that is, yeah. For example, if you like to have a multi-boot machine, I can't boot in Windows on my M1. I guess that 800 is great price for M1. Probably you will be able to sell it for about the same price. If you need machine, I will buy. If not, we definitely will get new MacBooks in at least, at max, few months. So that's great. Yeah, build quality is great. Okay, let's guys. I'll check a few more questions. What do we have to discuss? And let's wrap it, because it's getting late already. Yeah. even kind of confirm my point that it is still possible to sell very old MacBook Air. I have MacBook Air 2013 as well, standard configuration, 4 gigabytes of RAM. But something is broken, charger or charger contact, so can't charge it. But my daughter was using it for school, and I even tried to use it for development for a few days, and it is kind of possible. You can build iOS project, of course. It is not pleasant to use it, and I run all the other applications, Slack, email, whatever, on iPad, and that was only Xcode machine, but it was possible to use. Also, there is YouTube video about that on my channel. I think that they will create Mac Pro on their own silicon. Yeah, very true, very true. I am writing down as well my expenses on hardware as business expenses, so that is expenses before tax. Yeah. They upgraded the graphic card, I heard that as well. And I don't think that they are going to drop it Mac Pro line. They will figure it out how to do that on their own silicon. I'm using I think that I will give a try to that Hackintosh for streaming as well. I'm just a bit afraid that it could be unstable and, I don't know, crash on the middle on the stream. Currently I'm, for example, using it for stream and chat monitoring and so on. It works stable. And for streaming, I compared how streams at Hackintosh and how streams at M1. There is no magic. That is, M1 still is the base level of MacBooks, and yeah, that processor is nice, battery life is great, but 16 gigabytes are 16 gigabytes. That machine have 32 gigabytes. So probably I will use it for video streaming as well. Yes, gaming, sometimes programming as well, sometimes video editing as well. But answering your question about releasing apps from Hackintosh, that is not true. I released applications from my Hackintosh for multiple different iTunes accounts, my personal and work. It works fine, and I'm not only developer who is doing that. I heard from other developers as well that it is fine. Okay. Stock Mac. SSD size. Yeah. Still, yeah. That price tag on Apple SSD upgrades, for most of developers it is not needed. Currently, default SSD for 16 inches 512 gigabytes, if I remember correctly, and that is enough. For iOS development, that is enough. Even if you have 2 versions or even 3 versions of Xcode, that happens, beta version, current version, and sometimes we have to use previous version for some specific projects, multiple simulators and so on. Just clean time to time that machine and that will be fine. Favorite device from Apple 7, iPhone 13 Max Pro without doubt. That is my favorite one. Yeah, external monitors, that could be problem. Also the same, I have that 2013 MacBook Air, and this one is 4K 24-inch monitor, and it wasn't able to run it. I do not remember which resolution it was able to run it, but totally, for sure not in 4K. Yeah, interesting. M1 actually, yeah, Final Cut Pro works great, but I can't say that Final Cut Pro works bad on that machine, because I think that GPU matters as well. I have quite beefy GPU in that Hackintosh, that probably helps. And totally agree with Ivan, M1 is better for Xcode. I tested that, I compared side-to-side builds, and yeah, back then when I did those tests I still had my 16-inch MacBook, so if you like to see exact numbers, you can find video on my channel. There is side-to-side tests for that M1 and Hackintosh and 16-inch MacBook Pro, but it was so that 16-inch was just in dust. It was very bad comparing with both machines, and Hackintosh was a little bit slower, I guess, than that M1 on Xcode. But yeah, again, Hackintosh has i9, 32 gigabytes. Video card doesn't matter for Xcode, but okay, RX 5700 XT, yeah, something like that. And that is just baseline computer from cheapest one MacBook that Apple sells. So that is great machine, and I'm looking forward to see what we will get for upgrade for 16-inch MacBooks. That will be beast. I think that machine what we will get, that will kill that Hackintosh. One only thing what I'm missing in this M1 MacBook Pro is more than one display support. It is kind of fine for work with this 49-inch screen, but it is not necessary to have. Of course, it is not necessary to have that one more screen on the top, and yeah, of course you can do all the work on MacBook screen as well, but it is, I don't know, more fun to have all those screens and more comfortable to work, and you can monitor all the stuff that you maybe really don't need to monitor. But yeah, I'm missing those more than one screen support. Okay guys, thank you everyone for coming. Yeah, it is already almost midnight. It's good time to finish this video. Thank you for sharing your opinion on hardware what Apple released. It was interesting to see those polls, to see what you are thinking about it. Okay, thank you everyone. See you on next one. Bye bye.